So Southern Charm star Craig Conover revealed on the Toast podcast that he uses ChatGPT as a therapist since his breakup with Paige DeSorbo. So Stuart, what do you think about this whole trend of using AI as a therapist?
As a therapist, I think it's probably not the healthiest thing in the world. To me, it'd be like it's like a budgie asking a mirror for advice. It'd be like, how do I look today? You look amazing. It's fantastic. ChatGPT is like asking your crush for advice as well. It's like they just want to make you happy. They want to make you sated and feel like you got something out of it. That's a therapist's job, is to make you cry. That's it. In a good way. In a good way.
I feel like some therapists would maybe beg to differ.
In a good way. In a good way.
Your sister's a therapist.
She is, actually, and I think she would have some thoughts about this. Obviously, she doesn't want to be like AI'd out of a job. But I actually think that there are some benefits to people using and not necessarily ChatGPT. There is one that I went on. It's specifically designed for relationship questions, and I thought, this is gonna be crap. So I went on with a kind of fake scenario. And the advice that came back was actually really good. And it was really well researched, and I was throwing curveballs, and I was waiting for something for them to screw up. And right now, at least, what I see as a positive is that it is more accessible for those who can't afford it, those who maybe might need sort of some immediate attention. This could be at least a gateway into it. I don't think it should ever.
Not anything serious.
Well, I'm being serious. What do we like? I think
not a breakup. Like breakup advice is different than like I'm having a mental health crisis.
Oh, of course. If you're in crisis, you're in crisis, and we need more accessible services for that as well. But I think in the in-between, there is really, really great opportunities here, and I don't think we should throw the baby out with the bathwater.
No, I'm totally with you. Listen, chatbot, robot, I don't care. Just go to therapy. It's so important. I started going to therapy about 10 years ago, and prior to that, I think I was just like most people, muddling through your life problems, just figuring that you just eat ice cream and it'd be okay, and then you realize, oh boy, I'm surprised I'm not in jail. I'm glad I got that help, but one thing that happens after you go to therapy is that you become acutely aware of people who have not gone to therapy. And you're like, oh, you have not fixed your issues, and no more. That place that I notice it the most is the dating scene. There are a lot of people who have gone through some really bad breakups who really need to talk to somebody, and they underestimate how much they need that therapy. And so I love this, especially for men who have a harder time, I think, talking about their feelings. And I'm hoping that when Craig goes to this chatbot and gets whatever he needs, and then he comes back to Toronto, that all of his feelings about Paige, his ex-fiance from Summer House, I don't know if you guys know the whole story, but he's a very tall, good-looking man, and I'm hoping that when he returns, he'll be all clear and ready for dating so that we can... We can talk.
Did you just shoot your shot?
Damn right I did. Damn right I did. Get your chatbot to tell you that, Craig. We're waiting for you, Craig. We're waiting.
Wow.
I'll just say quickly that I do feel like, again, he maybe should be seeing a regular therapist. Like, he probably has access.
We'll take what we can get. We'll take what we can get. We'll take what. We'll take the chatbot.
Yeah, no, I don't like this idea at all. I think, I think it's better than nothing, and there are a lot of accessibility issues, absolutely. But I think it has to come with a big red flag at the top, which is we're not giving real care. We are mimicking care. This is not the replacement for a human. I will never underestimate all the training that your sister and psychiatrists, psychologists that have to do. That is hardcore education. I don't, and there's something about therapy and talk therapy in particular that a computer will never understand. It won't understand body language. It won't understand tone. It won't understand nuance. It doesn't understand, there's so many emotional triggers that you just simply cannot replicate on a computer. And quite frankly, it is the human touch that I think is also part of the healing. I actually think that if you're trying to deal with other humans, you should be dealing with another human to get there. So I don't know. I would never replace it.
Those are valid points, but what about giving you those tools until you can find, because finding the right therapist, that in itself is a whole other thing.
That's like dating all by itself.
Exactly, so maybe it just gives you the tools to figure it out while you're just kind of having sleepless nights until you find the right person. I like that idea.
I didn't think that you were going to take this angle at all on this. I thought you were going to be totally against it until I realized you're just shooting your shot.
Well, it's always about shooting the shot. You'll realize that. Stick around, all right?
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.